Today we're making these very easy and aesthetic beginner-friendly gloves that you can get done very quickly. They are so unique and elegant, and I can't wait to see how you end up styling them. The written pattern is available in the description. For this project, you're gonna need a little bit of yarn. The one I'm using is the Silky Soft Loops and Threads Weight 3 yarn. Then you're gonna need 2 stitch markers, a needle to weave in your ends, scissors or this tool, but I don't remember what it's called. And then lastly, you're gonna need a 5.5 and a 5mm hook. To start off the glove, you're gonna grab your yarn and you're gonna make a slip knot using your 5.5mm hook. Then you're gonna chain your foundation chain. How long it'll be depends on your hand because the foundation chain has to comfortably wrap around the biggest part of your hand. So for me, that would be 28, but you can easily figure this out. For a start, make 28 chains. Then after you chain 28, take the chain and wrap it around your hand, making sure the two ends meet and it's not too loose or too tight. So if the chains are too loose, then you can remove some, and if the chains are too tight, then you can add a few more. The only thing you have to keep in mind is keep the chain count even. Trust me, it's gonna make your life easier for the math later. Before we move on, we're gonna remove our 5.5mm hook and we're gonna switch to our 5mm hook. Now that you have your foundation chains, we have to connect it in a circle. So you're gonna have to put your hook through the very first chain and slip stitch. But before you do that, make sure your chains are straight and not twisted. Find your first single crochet, put your hook through, grab your working yarn and pull it through. To start row 1, you're gonna chain 1 and you're gonna double crochet all around. Remember, we made a slip stitch into chain 1, so you need to make the first double crochet into that chain. Now, if you've never done a double crochet, watch closely. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. You're gonna yarn over, put your hook through the very first chain, pull up a loop, then you're gonna yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 again. That's your first double crochet. Take your stitch marker, put it through to indicate the first double crochet of row 1. Find your next chain, yarn over, put your hook through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's your second double crochet. Continue doing this all around. So again, yarn over, put your hook through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Keep doing this until the end and I'll see you when you're done. Once you're done making 28 double crochets, you have to finish the row by slip stitching into the very first double crochet. So put your hook through where the stitch marker is, pull yarn through and pull through the loop on your hook. To start row 2, you're gonna chain 1 and you're gonna work double crochets all around. So you're gonna yarn over, put your hook through where the stitch marker is, pull up a loop, then you're gonna yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Take the stitch marker and place it in your first double crochet of row 2. Yarn over, put your hook through the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Keep doing this until you reach the stitch marker again. And keep repeating this row until you reach your desired length. You have to decide how long you want the glove to be. So for the glove I made, from here to here, I made 6 rows, which means I'm gonna repeat this for 6 rows, but you can make it shorter. For example, if you only do 4 rows, your glove would not end here, it would end right over here. So for 2 rows, it would even be shorter. So it really depends on the look that you're going for. Now I'm gonna continue doing this until I reach 6 rows and I'll see you then. So now when you finish your rows, you're gonna slip stitch into the first double crochet of your last row and chain 1. Now, before we start the next row, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a little bit of math. You're gonna take your foundation chain, for me it was 28, and you're gonna minus 2 from it, which is gonna be 26. Then you're gonna take this number and you're gonna go 26 divided by 2, which is 13. That's the number we need. Let's do another example. For example, you did 22 foundation chains. You're gonna minus 2, which will give you 20. Then you're gonna do 20 divided by 2, which is 10, and that's the number you use. We're gonna start your next row. For me, it's row 7 by chaining 1 and then making the number of double crochets that you just calculated. So for me, that would be 13. So after you made your 13 double crochets, we're gonna be making the hole for our thumb. I'm gonna chain 6. Do the same and check if that would be enough to wrap around your thumb. If 6 chains is not enough, add more chains, but if it's too big, then remove some. But I would recommend still keeping it an even number. Then, next thing you're gonna do is skip 2, double crochet into the next one, go ahead and double check if your thumb fits. So after doing the 6 chains, skipping 2 stitches and making your first double crochet, you're going to continue making double crochets until you reach your stitch marker. Now once you reach the end of this row, you're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet as per usual. Then you're going to chain 1 for your next row, which for me is row 8. Now you're going to take your foundation chain and you're going to add the number of chains you made for the thumb. So for example, I did 6 chains and that would be 34. Then you're going to subtract the 2 stitches that we skipped. So minus 2, which gives you 32. That means your next row will have 32 double crochets. This is just important to keep the glove even. Let's do another example using 22 foundation chains. So if you had 22 foundation chains and you added 4 chains, that would equal to 26. Then you would remove 2 for the 2 stitches that we skipped, which will give you 24, which means your next row will have 24 double crochets. So when you reach your chain spaces, you're going to double crochet in each chain space. So for me, it would be 6. So after you finished with your chain spaces, you're going to double check that you made 6 and you're going to continue double crocheting until the end. When you get to the end, as per usual, you're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet and chain 1. Now we're going to do a little bit of math for the last time, I promise. You're going to take this number, which is the number of chains you have right now, and all you're going to do is divide by 2, which will give me 16. So if your number was 24, then you would divide it by 2 and you will get 12. The reason why we're doing this is because we need to find the middle of your row. That's where we're going to start decreasing. We're making decreasing rows from the thumb going down to your wrist in order to make your glove tighter and fit more comfortably. So I'm going to double crochet 16 and you go ahead and double crochet the number that you got if it's different from mine. Now after you do that, this is where we're going to do our decrease. We're going to do double crochet 2 together. So you're going to yarn over, put your hook through the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Don't finish this double crochet. What you're going to do instead is you're going to yarn over, put your hook through the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Then you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Then take your second stitch marker. I would recommend a different color. Place it so you know exactly where the next decrease will have to be made. Now you're going to continue doing the rest of the row of double crochets. So since we did the decrease in the middle here, that means this row will only have 31 double crochets. But that doesn't really matter. It's just something to keep in mind in order to make the second glove even. So slip stitch into the first double crochet, then you're going to chain 1. The following rows are going to be your decrease rows, which means right now you're going to start double crocheting until the stitch marker, which is where you made your previous decrease. Then you're going to do double crochet 2 together here and continue double crocheting until the end. You're going to keep repeating this row for as many rows as you'd like. Now, if you get to the tightness of your wrist, but you still want to keep making the glove longer, that's no problem. What you're going to do is you're going to have to keep double crocheting around, but you're going to skip the decreasing. To show you exactly what I'll be doing, this is how long 9 rows of decreases will be. Then you have your border. So I won't show you each step, I'm just going to keep decreasing until I get 23 stitches, and then I'll come back to show you how to do this edge. So now that I went ahead and finished all of my rows, my last row had 23 stitches, which means I did 9 rows in total. For the last row and the edge of the glove, it's going to be a repeat of 5 double crochet, skip 1, slip stitch, skip 1. That means into the first stitch we're going to make 5 double crochets. So yarn over, put your hook through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, there's your first double crochet. You're going to make 4 more. As you can see, we worked 5 double crochets into this one. That means you're going to skip the next stitch and you're going to slip stitch into the following one. Now you're going to skip one more, so skip this one and work 5 double crochets into the next. So now that you worked 5 double crochets, you're going to skip one, slip stitch into the next one, skip one, and work 5 double crochets into the next one. You're going to continue this pattern all around. And now when you get to the end, you just have to see how many stitches you have left. For me, it actually worked out really nicely because I did my 5 double crochets. I'm going to skip one and slip stitch into the next one. But you just have to see how many stitches you have left. If your number isn't working out for you, you can always just slip stitch the stitches together. So after I make my slip stitch, I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 1. I will cut off my yarn, pull my yarn through, tighten it, and you're all done. So now the only thing you have left is to weave in the ends. There you go, you're all done. You can try your glove on and make sure it fits the way you wanted it to. Now I really hope you enjoyed this glove tutorial and found it helpful, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a free way to help my channel grow as well as be part of our little growing crochet community. If you end up posting your gloves, don't forget to tag me. I would love to see your work and how you style it. I'll see you in the next one.